Hi. Hello. Thank you, Skyfall, for playing. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, not everything is prepped yet. Not everything is prepped yet. So, I have general things prepped for explaining what I'm going to talk about today. However, not everything has been properly set up. So, if we might be starting from the center, going to the end, and then the beginning today. I'm not entirely sure, and I hate that this might be the plan. So before I start, I'm gonna go get some water, because I can tell this is gonna be the kind of day where I'm gonna be out of breath. And just speaking, hey Cat1 Godwin, how you doing? I gotta go grab some water real quick. Also, it's been a minute. How you doing, man? God, I'm sorry. I'm like really like my mouth is really. I ate some not Domino's. I ate some Papa John's today, and my mouth is really dry. Where's the water donate button? I disabled it because I didn't have water the last time I was streaming, but I do, so I'm gonna enable it in a minute here. But I do gotta grab some water first. I'll be back in a minute. Oh shit! I thought I just stepped on the blanket over there. That's how soft the furry speaking. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Do it right now. Do it right now. I just got the water, and I will be enabling it right now. Just give me a second. I'll go to my Twitch. Gotta go to settings. Gotta go to... Wait, no, not... Oh, mute that shit. I hate my voice. Ugh, gross. Not settings. Go to creator dashboard. There we go. Then we go to viewer rewards. Power-ups, channel points. Edit the... No, wrong one. Manage. There we go. And then we enable it's time to drink water. There we go. Refresh your browser. Fafnir stole it.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
It's time to drink water. You missed this. Okay. Okay. So. God, I really wish I had a fucking notebook on me right now, but I can't find any of my notebooks. Ah. Alright. So you're just gonna have to bear with me here, or I'm gonna have to open Notepad. And I don't want to open Notepad. Cat1 Goblin, you're back. Hello. Fafnir just stole your water drink. Your water redeem. Alright. Let's got some bad stuff in that notepad. No, not really. What? It's 2 notes about parkour civilization, because those were streams I did months ago. And one was like a half-written script for a project I completely scrapped. I just don't want to open Notepad because configuring like Notepad to like make it legible with stream and the things I'm trying to do is just it's a little bit of a hassle. It's a little tedious, I'm not gonna lie with you. Wait, what's... Okay, so I don't know if I should go with display capture for today's stream or if I should just go with regular window capture. Did you make the cooldown 5 seconds to reduce this price to 10 for one? No, I'm not trying to drown today. Cat one, you know you're the whole reason why it's that, right? Oh. Ever since you guys, okay, I'm partially to blame too. Yes, but it's mainly Cat One because Cat One was returning to like for future streams. But so today's entire thing. Let me pause you, Maury. Let me pause you. Okay, so today's entire stream is oh, I didn't know you two knew each other. Interesting. Anyway, so today's stream, Hololive English lore. I have an entire playlist set up just setting up Advent and Justice, but I haven't set up the establishment for fake news. Kiss each other. Yeah, I haven't set up any of the things for Myth or Promise / Council. So like I want to start from there. I want to start from Myth, head to Council, then explain Advent, and then Justice. The thing is, I can't really talk about Advent without going super into detail the lore of Ina and also a little bit of the lore of like the prerequisite lore about what's the lore between Milia and Fubuki drowning from water consumption? Never heard about that one. But to go into like it, as I was saying, to go into the lore of Advent, the prerequisite knowledge you need to learn is actually Shadow lore that you need to learn before Council, and then for that you have to learn about lore from Ina. What's your opinion on Fudas? Let's not discuss that. Anyway. My mouth is already dry as fuck. Ugh. I'm gonna be talking a lot today. My mouth is like so like uncharacteristically dry today, and it's aggravating me. I don't know. Maybe the water I'm drinking at work has got a little bit too much of like a drying agent inside of it. Whoa, brother. Okay, so let's just start as good a place as any. All right. Unfortunately, there isn't more like lore previews or lore. Wait, no, wait. There is something I actually can bring up. Please don't bring up the members content. Please don't bring up the members content because that is stuff that I cannot show off on stream. Where's Goose? I miss him. Goose is either at work or watching another stream because a VTuber that we both watch is live right now as well. He also mods for them. Okay, story video. Don't Fear the Reaper is actually good. It's also just straight lore that anyone can learn. Straight Mori Calliope centered lore, but lore nevertheless. No, he's not a Hololive Goon 2. He is actually share question for VTuber. No, he's actually a Phase Connect nerd. It barely knows anything about Hololive, and all that he's learned about Hololive is exclusively from my knowledge of Hololive that I like secondhand tell him. So is there any?
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
There we go. There's your sippy of water.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Okay. Not really. Okay, so we have Don't Fear the Reaper as well. It is kind of lore. Mit's bad ending is kind of lore. It is a what-if scenario that is really, really lore accurate, so it is something that we actually can bring up here. Face connect is like Pippa or something? Yes, actually. Yes. We are. Oh, look at that Kaneko Lumia face connect right here. It's all Hololive, Northern Lion, or Face Connect, and then one off-script video. No, it's an ad. I don't want this. Sorry, brother. Sorry, I gotta make money off of this, otherwise it's like, otherwise my family would kill me, so. My front page is cooked? Not really. Because then I scroll down, and then it's Uma Musume, fucking Dark Viper, which I haven't watched him in like a year. Black Ops 3 lore video. I don't know what this is. I like this guy. This guy's funny. And then Lythero. Explain the COD lore instead. I am not Raffle Waffle, so I'm also extremely biased in my like understanding and storytelling whenever it comes to it. It comes across really hard whenever you can like when I talk about zombies lore. Okay. Okay. So where's profile button before anything loads? Before anything loads, so that way no porn is seen. My Twitter feed's been a lot of porn recently. Hey, white woman. Where is replies? How do I block the ads? I don't know. No, I'm in replies. Come on. Where is? I literally have an entire fucking thread that I made at work yesterday. Okay. Found it. Make a separate account, bro. I have 3 accounts. This one is permanently banned. Wait, why is there 2 notifications on it? Am I no longer suspended on this one? No, it was that's me trying to unsync my Azure Lane account to this. Unsync my Azure Lane account from this and swap it to the new one, and then the Granny's account. Get on Monster Hunter Worlds with the. I don't play Monhun. I do own it though. Why am I banned? I banned on my original because I made a joke talking about how Hispanic people, which I'm a Mexican, about how Mexicans really hate any other race of Hispanics. I said that in a joke form and got banned. But every other day I see like some of the most horrific hate speech I've ever seen in my life. And then this is
It's time to drink
Grand
water.
Eaters.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Come on, here we go. Well, not interested. Wow, dude, we have not used the Grand Eaters account in a while. I can't allow that message, Fafnir, but that is kind of funny. Fuck, we're funny on Grand Eaters. We just died 3 weeks ago. Lol. Imagine that. Like, seriously, imagine. It's fucking crazy. Like, seriously, I can't believe it. Never mind, just farted. We're good. Don't think seriously about us fucking dying. Who the fuck posted this? Who the fuck lied on our Twitter sign-in? Who the fuck tweeted this? That's funny. That is some funny, stupid shit we get up to on the Creators account. Oh, we gotta do some shit like this again. Anyway, back to this account. Profile before any possible porn can load. I'm getting banned if I ever click this button right here. I'm letting you know I'm getting banned if I ever click this button right here. Now I just go back to it. Click it. Allow it. No, I'm not allowing it. I can't. Flip it up. Okay, so here's like a basic understanding of some of the lore. And even then, it's not that. It's just who is the most powerful VTuber. And it's just power scaling VTubers is funny because council says promise exist and they clean house. They don't. Yo, did you just fucking sub? No, if you subbed, then you would previously subbed for 1 month. Why are you yellow now? Is it because you clicked Twitch recap? What? Why are you yellow now? You're the yellow my piss gets when I don't drink water for a day. Because previously, like every other time prior to this, yeah, you're green, but now, well, at least in Twitch chat, you're green. On stream, you show up as red. But now you're yellow. Speaking of water.
It's time to drink water.
There you go, I got your water redeem right there.
It's
You
time
just
to
top
drink
like
water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Ino / the Washer exists, Mori is unkillable, and Kiara always comes back. Shiori is a reality warper, and Ame being a regular human who can coexist alongside these girls. Speaks to the effort and smart she has at her disposal. Sorry, I'm a Halloween nerd. I also want to add that when you say council is powerful, you're only thinking about Sana, Fauna, and Bei. Even then, there's some debate and deliberation. Sana is really only powerful because of her size. If she has powers beyond changing size, please correct me. I love learning about Hollow lore. Fauna, while powerful, really only switches her powers from the Golden Apple, and canonically, it can be stolen and her powers taken as a result. This is evident by the fact that Fauna is canonically the second keeper of nature, since she stole it from a different Kirin because she wanted to. Bei though is 100% scary because her powers are sourced from a concept of unpredictability. Think Principal Nessie from My Hero Academia. She is set in place in council because she's hard counter to all the concepts within the group. Crony is really only scary physically because she's pretty much on par with Callie in terms of strength, and her time powers are good but don't do well in aspects of what others would consider powerful. Mume is sadly the weakest because she wasn't even born from the gods. She's a manifestation of something none of the council girls have control over, which is humanity and civilization. Iris being a Nephilim puts her in the same scene as Mori, but I do not know if she's immortal or not. Yo, twin, we actually have like no clue what's happening. Speak for yourself. What about Goku? Goku got nothing on Mori Calliope. I'm being real with you though. Ina is honestly the scariest one simply because of how limited the information on the ancient ones are, and what we do know, she's fucking scary as they exist outside the concept of the universe, and the priestess being a vessel for them is horrifying. Thank God Myth keeps her helps her out and keeps her in check. On Goku? Mori Calliope is canonically unkillable. Missy Furry. See, no, this is Hololive. This is better than Furries. This is Hololive. Let me. Where the fuck? Where's the fucking Hololive English channel? That's the Mori Calliope channel. That's Mazumaru. That's Hololive English channel. Put this right here. These five girls right here. Let me just zoom in. Wow, that's really crunchy. Okay, so left to right, that's Ina, that's Kiara, that's Ina, that's Kiara, that's Ame, that's Mori, and that's Gura. You should start at the beginning from the very first VTuber and work your way up to this lore. He's not AI. You think I don't know the lore? I've been here since 2017. No, if you fucking say Annoying Orange, it really does not count. Annoying Orange is not a fucking persona that was played throughout the internet. It is a skit-based channel. That is an entirely different form of virtual content. Because the VTuber that coined the phrase VTubing is Kizuna AI, who I have actively been a fan of since 2017. Loki and cracking the pink-haired one, Mori Calliope, my fucking man. Hold on, real quick. We're pulling it up. I misspelled music. I fat-fingered the end in that. We're pulling up the YouTube music. Hold on, can I show it? No, I can't fucking. Mori Calliope is my #1 artist. Am I getting too excited? Were there other VTubers before Kizuna, but Kizuna popularized VTubing and gave it the name? Yes, but even then, prior to Kizuna, they were really only corporate VTubers that weren't there for the purpose of VTubing, but rather for the purpose of selling a product or a brand. Again, ads. Sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Oh. So, like the current VTubers, current corporate VTubers aren't really selling anything. They are really just there to be the entertainment itself from the company that provides them, not necessarily to be an ad for something else. A good example is Shiori Novella, one of her original Oshis, because she's like an OG VTuber appreciator. One of her original Oshis graduated because she worked for a water company and she couldn't sell or like bring in numbers, so they retired her project. Set the merch and stuff. No, that's honestly kind of different. That's more for the enjoyment of the fans rather than selling something to make money. Because usually the money that's actually made for streaming is made through sponsorship deals or brand accounts. Sponsorship deals, brand accounts are actually the same thing, and collaborations. Merch is like merch. I'm pretty sure merch barely turns a fucking profit. Bro, I'm not doing this shit for the. I'm streaming because I thoroughly enjoy this shit. I want to make money off of it so that way I can get a little moolah back for my effort, because I spent how much money on the fucking last stream where I tried to repair my PS4? I can't remember. You're hard hearing me? Alright, I'm gonna count down then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bust, motherfucker. Now. I can't say that shit. Relax. It's time to drink water.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Alright.
It's time to drink water.
So.
It's time to drink water.
Where the fuck? Oh god, oh god. It's all fucking zoomed in now. It's all so fucking zoomed in now. Okay. So let's just start at the beginning when Hololive didn't even, when Cover Court didn't even have any fucking faith in the EN project, and the girls had to make this fucking video, this promotional video for Hololive English, and thank God they did. This is made by the girls themselves. Honestly, it's pretty nice. Sometimes you don't know how good it is until it's gone. Why are they standing around like Weezer? Why not? They stance the fuck up. Me and Squad, you know? That's a sharp dead side. Atlantean Descendant. Booba. Alright, so basic encompassing lore. Whenever it comes to Gura, literally all her lore is that she's an Atlantean that comes to the surface. Whenever it comes to Ina's got some of the most complicated lore. We'll get to her in a second here. Mori Calliope, Shinigami, Angel, a Reaper, first apprentice to Death and the Grim Reaper himself. Fucking awesome as fuck, cool VTuber. I really like Mori Calliope. Kiara, who is a Phoenix, Soul Eater ripoff. Nah, Soul Eater got nothing at Mori Calliope. Kiara is a Phoenix, completely immortal. Whenever she dies and gets reborn, she actually goes to a different universe, a different reality. And Amelia Watson, a regular ass human who is just really smart, is a detective, and can time travel with the help of this stopwatch that she has right here. The whole reason why the existence of Myth, which is what the gen is called, why Myth is here is because Amelia Watson is actually investigating all of these girls, and she's also, if I'm not mistaken, the first EN member in lore. I think she's the first member to join Cover in the Hololive project, and with her investigation, she was able to get the rest of the girls to join. So, Keep doing to the middle one. Emilio's pretty fucking cool. Anyway, so Ina's lore is very complicated, but things I didn't mention, Atlanteans are fucking. Atlanteans are ancient, are like an ancient race, and barely anything is known about them. Kiara is actually a warrior. Kiara is actually a fucking warrior. She's a warrior, a fighter, and the owner of a business called Kiara Fried Phoenix, where she has made billions off of it because she doesn't pay her employees pay her, and I think that's pretty fun. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Still gaining the view. Let's go, baby. Tax evasion. Woo. Mori Calliope the reason why she is even sent onto the service in the first place is because of the rise of entertainment mediums, leaving apparently the souls of people going to the afterlife into a slowdown. So there's just a big stop in the market for being a reaper, and that's just like, you can go to the fucking surface and just have fun, and that's all she's doing, just having fun being on the surface. So whenever it comes to Ina, Nepo baby, I don't believe it. Whenever it comes to Ina is the scary one because she was, keyword was, a regular and ordinary human. But then that begs the question, why the fuck does she got these weird ears? Why does she have a halo? Why does she have these feathers? Why does she have tentacles sprouting from her bangs? Very good questions. And the simple answer is because the Inanis clan, which is what she is from, is actually a family that is born to be watchers and heirs towards the ancient ones, which are. This is where I start getting into the complicated lore, by the way. Where I start getting into I'm repeating myself for no reason here. So the ancient ones are very, very, very interesting. So the ancient ones are a form higher than the concept of godhood, as well as she's like, good. I never finished season 2 of JJK. A form higher than godhood, but they exist without the concept of our reality. They are other dimensional beings, basically, that have willingly lent their power towards a select few people. Ina is someone who actually holds this power through being the survivor of a selective process. Something that we actually can go into. That actually is something I should. Let's pull up the Ina channel. Blah, blah, blah. With the Tamari MV. Not sure it's videos. Oopsies. So she has 3 songs that actually tell a really good story, but they were released out of canonical order and they don't follow one full it's not a direct storyline as much as it is actually a fork in the path between a story and showing the results of what can happen. So one's an Eldritch Deity, one's a tax evader, one's a time-traveling detective, one's a dope shark, and the other one is a pink-haired Nepo baby. How is she a Nepo baby? She's not the fucking daughter of death. She's just a fucking Reaper. She's the first apprentice to the Grim Reaper because she works too damn hard. How is that Nepo baby behavior? Let's go put these up right next to all of these. They're all kind of cool. I guess the pink-haired one is there too. Okay, I get you're just trying to fucking like shitty rage bait me, but it just doesn't work. Anyway, okay. Where was I? Where the fuck is the save I was on? I'm losing track of my tabs already.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
There we go.
It's time to drink water.
Anyway, within the state that Ina is in, she is able to communicate and like talk to the ancient ones, but she really doesn't do it. And something else that's actually not shown in here is that uh Ina just on the daily wields a Necronomicon. Like Dispatch, I know nothing about Dispatch. Ina's the purple one. Anyway, she wields a Necronomicon that contains forbidden knowledge that people would actually get driven to insanity reading, and she could just casually understand it. Uh, yeah, Ina is where all the lore gets really interesting and gets really complicated. So how this all feeds in together is that upon Ame investigating all of these girls, she's able to convince all of them to join the Cover Corp, the Hololive Project. Thank you, Yuta from JJK. I know nothing about JJK. As I said, I didn't even finish season 2. You should start listing good shows. Anyway, as I was saying, sorry, I know I'm talking. What's a good show to you? Let's see. What is a really good show to me? We think of My Little Pony. Okay, see, that's funny because while the show is bad itself, I have learned very funnily that My Little Pony: A Maritime Adventure, which is like a video game tie-in towards the weird 3D CG movie that came out like 5 years ago. That game is explicitly really funny because of how bad it is, and it's because of how bad it is, I think, damn, maybe it's not that bad, because every once in a while there is a shit-colored gem right here. Okay. So upon Ami getting all of the girls to join Cover Corporation, they form a friendship, and though none of the actions they do disturb gods or even the ancient ones, it does attract the attention, I'm pretty sure, of council, who we will go into now if I can get to. Can I make this entertaining? You're the ones that gotta pay attention, brother. Alright. This is where we get into this right here, which is Omen, which is the totally normal lore of Hololive Council compilation. That's out of date and also doesn't actually explain the lore. Can I play ABBA? What the fuck is ABBA? Let's see. Okay, that's getting captured. Turn down just a little bit. Alright, still getting captured. So, even though Council slash Promise does have 6 members, though originally
It's
Council
time to
was...
drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
There we go. So, just play the video, water boy. Now, I have to establish a concept first. The narrator is Iris, and Iris is a Nephilim. She isn't a member of Council. She is a member of Promise, which is the 6-member group of Gen 2, whereas Council is the 5-member group of Gen 2. However, her being here is important to the story, though she actually doesn't have a lore video to explain herself. She is merely Hope. Who's my favorite of Gen 2? I do have a favorite. And I know that your cycle is trying to rage bait me here. So like I'm not gonna answer it. But anyone who's ever watched my streams know, like, it's very obvious who my favorite of Gen 2 is. Favorite is Totodile. Is that a Gen 4 starter in Pokemon? No? Is he Gen 2? I only know Gen 3. The only Pokemon game I've ever played was Pokemon Sapphire. What's your favorite Pokemon? Trico, Sceptile, Gravile. Favorite legendary is Rayquaza. My favorite type of Pokemon are fire types. Gen 4 is Chimchar. He's the one that turns into Infernape, right? Yeah, okay. See, I know a little bit about Pokemon. Anyway, back onto this. So, it will be explained here, but I just have to lay out the lore for Iris real quick. Gen 2, Shikuru, Cyndaquil, and Toda. That's Gen 2. Okay, so it was Gen 2. Alright. My favorite of Gen 2? I don't know. I know nothing about Gen 2. That's Gold and Silver, right? Yeah, I know. I literally know nothing about. I don't even know the region name. Who's my favorite VTuber? Long answer. There's multiple answers for this. Do I know what the real answer is? All of my answers are real answers.
It's time to drink water.
You guys are reaching the
time to
limit on
drink
that,
water.
you know? There's only 15 times they could be redeemed in a stream.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Am I an extrovert? I don't mind talking to people. I mainly just prefer to stay inside simply because I like grinding CSGO. Can I remove that limit? I prefer not to. Anyway, the lore for Ina. Sorry, not Ina. For Iris. She is a Nephilim. She is hope and despair basically in one concept, but she's not entirely that. She is first and foremost Nephilim, which is demon and angel, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm not going to do that. They did that in JJK too? Alright. Still not going to make me finish the show. The only thing that'll make me finish the show is if, like, I don't know, they make it good. So, uh, with Ina falling onto Earth, awakening in Earth, she is able to basically witness the realization of these concepts. I gotta dip. I must sleep. All right.
As civilization was not built by the gods, no
Oh, wait, I put on the wrong video first. Oh, that's on me. That's on me. I forgot to put on Prelude. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
On the day I descended and had awakened, the gods had only
Leaving
just
for that
begun
mistake?
the world's
Alrighty.
construction, and the shaping of concepts had just started.
Okay, so very important note right there. At the beginning, the four gods created these concepts, and these concepts didn't have anything first. They didn't have a vessel or an avatar. They just existed.
Had just started. In the beginning, the gods created space.
Alright.
However, space
The great thing about these lore videos is just very simply that they explain what they need to explain, but you can dig deeper if you want to. There are details that you can notice.
is nothing but textures and principles. nothing more than disorder.
So the first creation was space.
Thus, the gods created nature to bind together the textures. Alas, nature was merely but an existence.
So even though nature has existed, it just stood still. It couldn't do anything because there was nothing for it to do.
Hence, the gods poured in time to orchestrate their growth.
And the existence of time brings in the existence of change.
With the support of time, life forms achieved evolution.
Life is born from the concept of nature evolving with space and time. However, these are independent of the actions and or they are rather a byproduct and not a direct influence.
Life forms begged for power, and the gods bestowed knowledge to them. Silicet, civilization was formed.
Alright, so with the existence of knowledge coming into form, humans created civilization. But it was humans that created it and not the gods. And as a result, the gods don't have control over what humans do. Humans create civilization. And that's basically the keynote. So onto this now.
As civilization was not built by the gods, no order could be found among. Disorder occurred once more. Civilization corrupted nature. With the birth of civilization, time gained extensive power. Time bound all living beings with shackles, dominating them diabolically.
Okay. Very fun notes about that. So, basically what it said is civilization and humanity in the thirst for knowledge led to an abuse of what nature could do. And because of that, there was a massive power imbalance. But also, at the same time, since humans were born of the concept of nature, that means that they had the ability to not exist anymore. And that is death. That concept of death can also just be born out of the concept of waiting out time, which means that time has a shackle on everybody. Does that make sense? I hope it does.
Space and time had long since confronted one another for ages past. Space could not agree with time's tyranny, and a devastating conflict commenced.
So space exists without time, and as a result, space does not like what time can do. And because of that, time is just like, I don't like that you hate me. We're duking.
Amidst the havoc, the gods created avatars. They bestowed a vessel to...
So after all of this conflict began happening, then the members of council are born. They become existent, and that's what they do.
The chaos who had existed since the Genesis. Let there be order. Chaos shall govern the lands via council.
So the one thing that the gods wanted to prevent, which is chaos, they realize is the thing that they need in order to make them exist. In order to make these councils not have power over one another. By having one that is made exclusively for the point of overpowering all of them.
The gods said, followed by their slumber.
And this is where they're all born of. Even though civilization, which is Mume, is not born of their gods, they still get their own fucking speaker. Anyway, so fauna is nature, Sana is space, Bay is chaos, and Crony is time. Make sense? Great.
So led to the council's providence.
Alright. So we gotten those out of the way now. Wonderful. Now, just onto a fun little, just onto establishing a fun little lore for Watson and Eno. Sorry, not Watson and Eno. Watson and Callie, which is this fun 9-minute PvE. And I really only want to highlight the beginning of this and the end of this.
Some try to escape by breaking the laws of our reality.
Mm-hmm.
But death will find them. Some civilizations prolong their people's lives with old magic. But with time, old magic fades, and death patiently waits. Ancient gods whisper of universes beyond ours, where death is but a distant dream. Death.
So, you all heard that, though, right? The ancient ones have the ability of stopping death.
May sleep, but it is eternal, and it always wakes. There are those who death may claim only momentarily. But there are limits to everything, except death.
There we go. Now we go to this part.
What is the point of it? Why? Why did they all have to die?
Lori, understanding her role as Reaper, still is upset at the concept of people having to die for no reason.
Why?
So this is the first time that she ever chooses to not reap a soul.
Another soul to reap.
Come on, it has to work this time. All right, moment of truth. Entanglement's at 95, 96, 97. But the decay rate's too fast. Ah! Was it containment? No, there'd be way more loss. Ugh! Work, damn it!
What are you doing?
Huh? I'm making a time machine. What else could it be?
A time machine?
Yeah! Want me to bring back a souvenir for you, miss? I'm gonna see so much crazy shit. I'm gonna go see Rome, check out ancient Egypt, meet Queen Victoria.
Amelia
It's
Watson.
gonna be so much fun! I can't wait. Alright, gonna try and tweak the Higgs field. Wait, but then that would affect the stability of reality. I mean, theoretically, there's a non-zero chance of accidentally making a black hole in space-time unraveling, but hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh yeah, is there anywhere you want to go, miss?
Huh?
If you could go anywhere in history, where would you go?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
What? You never thought about where you'd go? You want to see some of my history books and pick a place? I can take you. You could be my first store customer.
Watch out!
Hmm?
Miss? Miss?
Amelia, what did you do?
Sorry, Dad. I miscalculated.
Damn it, you brat!
What have I done?
So you see.
So she saves a human life, and death isn't mad. Death is just like, everyone's gonna die. You could just, like, save a soul from dying for no reason every once in a while. I did that, and that's how you guys got fucking penicillin. And I believe this is the canon event for what made Ame want to investigate mythical beings in the first place.
Is this seat taken?
Wait, you're...
Don't play End of Life. That song means things to me. So that's Morning Call Ivy lore with a little bit of Ina lore sprinkled in and some Ame lore put in there as well. So what is this? What is this Ina lore? So I'm gonna tell you right now, I still don't understand the Violet MV. I tried to understand it, I watch people try to dissect it, and I cannot make sense of it. And I think the biggest reason why I cannot make sense of it is because I don't know enough about Ina. That being said, we'll give it an honest to goodness try, shall we? Okay. I feel like it's quiet. I don't want to get, in trouble though. Wait, can I turn on subtitles? As flowers rest and the waves reflect the stars above. Already, it's poetry I don't understand. The waxing moon incites my wanderlust. Also, the color of the subtitles. So, pink is Ina. I don't know who white is. If I trace its trickles of light, will I come to you like you asked me to? So she's talking to somebody. Or she wants to be talking to somebody. She could be praying to someone. I don't know if she's praying to the gods or she's praying to someone that she knows. Praying to or for someone that she knows. All I know is that at the moment there's only two voices. The white voice and the purple voice, which is Ina. Even without the hand holding and the tight embraces. The sky will turn red and then the leaves will still fall. My fingers reach in longingly to get the clock ticking once again. With my wishes frozen in time and long forgotten. Your fleeting smile. White person. White text is all I know. I don't know who it is. I've heard I've heard people say that it could be Sana, because Sana does have some relation with Ina's lore, which I don't know how people come to that conclusion, and that's not me like shit talking it. It's just I genuinely I don't know enough about how the lore to see the correlation, but people can, and so I'm going to respect that. But what I do know is that the white voice, because this is the white voice singing right here, as evident by the fact that one, subtitles are explaining that it's a white voice, and also that she is singing to it. And the only thing we can dissect is the tentacle bangs. So what I think it is from the Tamari MV coming in here, which is amazing foresight, because Tamari's not even a year old, whereas this video is 4 years old. I cannot translate Latin. I don't know Latin, bro. And that 913 shit. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Come to me, all who you are weary and burdened, I will give you rest. I don't know who it is. Oh, those aren't tentacles at all. Also, this is the white hair. Sorry, I was reading the Japanese subtitles. I didn't read the first part there. As the moonlight dances on the waves and my eyes reflect the sky above, a pleasant scent tickles my fancy. If I walk in step with the wafting breeze, will I be able to go back to you when you only had eyes for me? And the white voice singing, even if I let you hold my hand and lead me forever, the sky would still well and the rain would still fall. My silent voice calls out for your name longingly. To return luster to my faded paints. Will my voice hoarse and longer and dry? Your fleeting words are all I know. So my assumption is, I think, because of the Tamari MV, I think Holy shit, sorry. I just noticed this right here, which is the Tamari, the ball, which is what Tamari has a focus on. Yep, okay, I think that confirms my suspicion. This is Ina's sister. Do you still remember what you showed me? A glimpse of happiness gone and forever. Oh, no, 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 what did that say? What did that say? A monologue. 11:29. For we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. As the flowers rest and the waves reflect the stars above, the waning moon vanishes into the dark. So earlier it was the waxing moon, right? I think it was written longingly to get the clock ticking once again. So it's the beginning of the song again. Wait, no. With clouds forming a track from me to you and the wind rustling my hair. Your fleeting smile. So, what I think it is, because if we go back to the Mori video we just watched, that we just watched, the Ancient Ones can dispel the concept of death off of somebody. What I think it is Ina has a dead sister. And Ina is using the Ancient Ones and the Necronomicon to put to open the path to being able to talk to her sister again. Your fleeting smile is all I know. It's her willingly going through with being a vessel for him so that way she can actually just talk to her sister again. That's what I believe it was. Which is incredible. So let's go to Tamari before we get to Mechanopsis. I just put these in release order. I didn't put them in lower order. Even then, Tamari and Mechanopsis kind of are in lower order because Mechanopsis is like a good ending and Tamari's kind of like a bad ending whenever it comes to how Ina chooses to be a vessel. Well, let's just go into Mechanopsis then. Really good songs, by the way. I fucking love this. I love Ina's music. I describe it as hauntingly beautiful. Wait, Bundariku wrote this? Also, hi Anya. Hi in the comments. Wunder, you wrote this shit? Sorry, those who know me know that Wundariku has written some songs that I have emotional responses to. The biggest one being the world outside. No, we're not skipping past that. Okay, it is. I thought it was like some weird special symbol. So I think that's like the gods talking to her. The gods talking to her in vague concepts that no one can understand in her while, you know, while she has no control of being able to dispel it. Oh, sorry, hold on. My best friend is live right now. Give me a second. I'm just gonna mute that. Oh. You... How do you not... Okay. There you go. I just want to give a nice message to my friend. People's playing VR chat with Advan. All right. So I believe that, yeah, the gods talking to her and her letting them do this makes her feel like she's losing her mind. She feels that communicating with them will make her lose her humanity. Which, if you could see, she does have elements of still being a priestess and a vessel for the gods. So the ears and the fucking the ears, both sets of the ears, the elf ears and the taco ears, but she doesn't have the tentacles. The Fae above dropped their last petal. In their hearts, they all see through the lies you tell. What did that say? The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is the fear of the unknown. Like the gods. Like the ancient ones. Like the ancient ones and the gods. So time to save everyone, it's the final chance. So, her willingly choosing to dispel the influence of the ancient ones to be one with humanity. The ancient ones stream as they wait in their life. When death, rebirth, time and oceans align, eternity's hope and power to believe. The Fae of above dropped their last petal. And there comes the I see the luminous tell. So it's the direct influence of the friends that she has around her, as well as her love for what humanity has given her, that makes her reject the concept of what the gods bring to her. The ancient ones bring to her, I should say. This sentiment withers like a blue poppy. How would she be able to enjoy the happiness in her memory if she takes love out of the world? Which is what does that say in the background? Okay, those are just those are just genus names for flowers. Okay, I thought it was saying some shit. I thought it was saying some. Last time to save everyone, it's the final chance. Without love is not the world that I want to see. If sentiment withers, I will look at you. Tell me, how do I reconcile the joy in my memory? I cannot speak a single lick of Japanese. She wants to contribute to the world. She wants to contribute to the love of the world around her rather than end the world around her, which is what the influence of the gods want her to do. But it is through the friendship and the love that she finds along the way that she is able to reject the message. But she originally became a vessel and chose the influence of them to talk to her sister. So, if this is the good ending of what Violet is about, what is Tamari about? That's a very good question that nobody asked, except for me, right now. A lot of people have asked that question, actually. I'm not the first one to say it, and dear God, I'm not the last one to say it. By the way, this, though it's Moon Runes, actually does have a translation, and I think someone put it in the comments here. Also, like how you can see, I'm always somewhere in these fucking comments because you'll see that I always like the Halloween members' comments. People are spoiling the lore in the comments here. Fuck. Yeah, okay, there we go. Ninume Inanis, from today onwards, you should become the head of this family. Also, this song's a fucking banger. Picking up the lost stories, I begin to reach out to the sky. As the Twitter lines passing beneath me. Teased by feet shackled to the ground. Also, these all have like these runes, which I actually need to comment. Can you hear my voices? Witchcraft. The whole world feels nothing but a curse. And then expected the first message. As I fall and fade out. My name and the spell rings out. It resonates with my hollow body. Important note there. And my dreaming eyes open again. Within the memories deep inside my mind. So if this is Ina, where all of them are wielding a Tamari, and they all have similar haircuts, and all wield the Inanis clan fucking symbol on them, these are her sisters. Verses and prayers bind together, flash. But if we go take a look here, do you see what I'm seeing? They all become flowers. Mechanopsis is a song using flowers as a form of communication for her emotions. But the selection process has also bred the image of flowers within her. Because her sisters are not there anymore. Also, that is a smile. That is a smile. From fear to happiness. Why? Because this is what happens whenever she chooses to let the god... Sorry, hold on. I just noticed something. What do you say? The second Inanis, another destiny, the Necronomicon forbidden. With a sealed island and a resurrection, divine omen, and they worshipped her with absolute devotion. Across the divide, another fated child. She was racked with guilt, and at last she made a new choice. Heading towards the beginning and the end, beyond which I only hear Papa's beckoning voice. Oh, Papa, tell me if you're there. Okay. So, the selection process. She's not the only Inanis, but she is the last surviving of her sisters, if that's my assumption is. The Tamaris are how they choose to become vessels, and the ancient ones get to choose who they like out of them. Referring to Papa, I believe, is just asked, like, directly reaching out and saying, God, tell me if you are there. But the entirety of this, where like she doesn't know where she is or what her mind is doing, is so clearly that her mind has slipped from her. She, as through being a vessel of the gods, she has chosen, not chosen, she has been influenced to completely not know where she is or what she is doing. The gods have taken over her own body. She's trapped in herself. What color does this path I walk take? Asking if the path she's walking is one of blood or one of simpleness. Also, Train Tracks Island, and I forget what these things are called. These were visuals that were all within the MV of Violet, meaning that this is a bad ending of Violet rather than a good ending than a bad ending of Mechanopsis. The good ending of Violet is Mechanopsis. Picking up this melody of notes, I begin to reach out to the sky. This path covered in the blood of many. She got the answer for what the path is called, the color of the path is. Space out for love. She wants to be loved, but there's no one to give it to her. Those are visuals from Violet. Through insanity, she reaches for a book. What is the book? It was, of course, the Necronomicon. And with her reaching for the Necronomicon, she's reaching towards the influence of the Ancient Ones, which leads her to reaching out to her dead sisters. Let's go back. Heading towards the beginning of the end, beyond which I only hear your unsaved voice. Oh, my dear little sister, just flat out, tell me if you're there. I wonder if I can hold your hand again someday. So, the Ancient One's power, while all-powerful, is inherently evil. It could be used to corrupt people, but it can also be used to talk to people who are dead. And this is the scary thing about the Edenist. I hope me explaining these makes sense, because this is the best I can do without basically pulling up somebody's fucking YouTube video and having them explain it for me. Right? Alright. As for Council and Promise lore, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. Aside from their initial conceptualization and their fucking their initial lore, I don't know much about them. I know that Fauna is canonically the second keeper of nature, as the title can be stolen by whoever wields the golden apple, which is what Fauna did to a previous Kirin. I know that Crony is very cocky and very rude to people because she holds this position of power within her own head, because as the keeper of time, as the warden of time that she likes to call herself, Everyone's essentially a prisoner to her because she can control their sentence, aka she can control their debts. Mume has consistently lived amongst the people, and I don't know much about Bei. I'm sorry. Same goes for Sana. I don't know much whenever it comes to Sana's power and influence within the world around her. But my dog just took a shit in front of the door while I was speaking. I couldn't see behind my fan. Kiki, why'd you take a poop on the carpet, sweetie? She never signals to me when she wants to go outside, by the way. She's just like, oh, I'm old, I can poop here. The only time she'll ever signal to me anything is, oh, Papa, can we please get some water, please? That's it. Not even for food, exclusively for water. And she only chooses to do this at explicitly 7 in the morning. When I'm dead asleep. Alright, so let's read some of these fan theories. Alright. Coming back to this song again, I've gained a new perspective on it. In the song Mechanopsis, the cat's cradle may represent eternity and infinity. The song features phrases like endless dreams, praying endlessly forever and eternity hope, all of which suggest an unending loop. Perhaps the cat's cradle in Ina's hand symbolize her being trapped in a cycle of oh, this is big! In a cycle of reincarnation. And due to this endless cycle, she feels fed up. As reflected in the lyrics, enough, in the cryptic enough, which could subtly to allude to love is now and forever. Oh, fuck! Fuck! Wait, that's actually cool. That's like cool double entendre lyrical shit that I cannot detect because I'm not good when it comes to music. Moreover, the line, "A world without love is not the world I want to see," can be seen as proof that wants to break free of this loveless cycle. In addition, the lyrics of Tamari specifically, heading towards the beginning and the end resemble the shape of a circle, symbolizing something endless with no clear starting or end point. Again, I'm implying the reincarnation loop. Sorry, hold on, not try. At 2:16 mark in the song, the on-screen text, she's racked with guilt in the last stream, and at last she made a choice, implies that Ina made a new decision, possibly as an attempt to escape this cycle. Following this in the song Violet, there appears to be an event resembling a soul transfer occurring at around 2 to 3:06, where a moon-like circular symbol appears and passes through Ina. The visuals invert from black and white, concerning from black to white, coinciding with the lyrics. Will my whisper reach you? And even though my once solid wish has drifted away now, this could indicate that another version of Ina is the one speaking here. Yet we still don't meet the sister she longs to see, or perhaps they can only exchange bodies, with one remaining in the red world of Tamari and the other in the white world of Violet. Okay, so this person is going beyond something I'm talking about. Because I'm speaking of concepts of life and death. This guy's talking about the concept of soul transfer through life and death. Which both could be entirely valid, by the way. Just letting you know. Considering that the color of the wheel is also a circle, and that Ina has said color helps us understand the whole story better. The yellow-orange hue representing Ao-chan's power, even though possibly even divine power could be the key. This color also appears in Mechanopsis, suggesting that Ina in Mechanopsis space, suggesting that Ina may need to use this power to escape the reincarnation shown in Tamari. However, by the end of Tamari, Ina ends up with white hair, which may signify a failed attempt continuing into another loop where she will not meet her sister. No matter what, this entire song series is truly an amazing piece of work. Here's to hoping Tamari reaches 1 million views soon. I'm a Chinese speaker and I had to use AI to translate to English, so there may be grammatical errors. You know what, bro? You did something good. Okay, so this is not theory per se, but interesting things that I noted. There's not only one Ines, as there's mentioned in the second Ines, her family name being read as before the second, be hint, there's a selection, some sort of trading of multiple vessels, which only one succeeded in summoning the ancient ones while using the life force energy when these are peers, represented by the Tamaris, Ooh, the implication that her own summoning actually led to the death of her sister. That's actually interesting. I didn't think of that, and I should give that more thought, actually. While the ritual was successful, in the end, it trapped the girl inside her own mind. She grew up, so did her hairs. By the time she breaks through, I think Violet takes place during and between that limbo time where Ina's soul is kind of lost inside herself until she reaches for a hand coming from the darkness, the exact same hand that appears in Tamari, and then she accepts the ancient one's call and awakens as the Watcher. Wait, that's right. The Watcher's hair is white. Hold on, hold on. No, Watcher. The Watcher's hair is white. Fuck, I forgot. Oh, fake fan, fake fan. They're calling him the fakest fan of Hololive. Fuck. Fuck. By the way, the Watcher alone outscales all of Council if it ever comes down to like a power scale. Flower visuals. Wait, hold on. Flower visuals. The influence of flowers and visuals in fucking Ina's music and her lore is something that always needs to be kept very close attention of. Meanwhile, Knatsus entirely is an alternate possibility where she rejects the call and decides to choose her own path in the name of love. There's so many possibilities. It's just really cool. Thank you, Ina, for creating it. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm so happy that Ina is like such a big lore, like she feeds lore nerds like me. In fact, the name Nineveh, meaning the one before two, second, explains it. She is the one before the second Enos, the firstborn, the head of the family. But there's a second Enos, perhaps a younger sister or sisters. She's seen four others. They all died, leaving her alone with four souls trapped in the Tamari balls, haunting her and caused her into her slow descent of madness. Okay, so people are coming to the same conclusion as me. I did not know that her name translates to that, by the way. Really fucking cool. So, yeah, other people are seeing my conclusion that through Violet being like a call of the gods, Tamari is a bad end of accepting it, and Mechanopsis is the good end of rejecting it. Whenever it comes time to, like, hear the call of the Ancient Ones. I'm so upset that Gooba doesn't have music like this. And Watson only has one song, which is just about the love that she has for her friends, which is so great. But there's no lore, dude. Watson has no lore to explore. The only lore that we've explored of hers is the one in the Mori Calliope lore recap that I just explained, that we watched before all of this, and like that's pretty much it. Ina is the lore heavy one in Gen 1. In Gen 2, it is all of the girls share the same lore heaviness. Gen 3 and Gen 4 is where it gets really big, though. So, let's go on to that Gen 3 and Gen 4. But before we do that, actually, I just forgot, we have Myth's bad ending on the queue here. To everyone that came after me, if you reach this place, then you must have reached the end, too. And surprise, surprise, Kiara, Ame, Buba, and Mori. Wait, where's the fifth one? Where's Ina? Oh, there's Ina. And Ina corrupted by the Ancient Ones. You can see when there's a really big influence on Ina's, like, thing. Because, like, this is pretty much entirely lore accurate, by the way. Like, it is lore accurate in terms of the influence of the girls that they have around the world and the power check that they all have for each other. What is that? I've heard it. I've heard it. I know it's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, I was here. It's such a cool one. It's a cool fucking video, man. Oh, even though it's just a cool fight animation, it keeps itself as lore accurate as possible, and I really like that. Released before the rest of Ina's music as well. So this speaks to the level of just like how much Ina's lore was established early on. I'm happy. And there's a nice orchestral version of Reflect playing right here. Mazumaro's mix of 2D and 3D animation is so fucking cool, by the way. Red Gooba. Something we didn't go. It's just a bloodlusted Gooba, Atlantean, and Shark. Really cool. Every single time I watch this, I watch this frequently, by the way. I always get this. I've watched this animation multiple times as well, dude. I am so obsessed with Hollow Life fight animations. I love it. You can't take the power scaling sun out of me. I'm sorry. I existed on fucking TikTok. I was on power scale TikTok in 2021. I'm sorry, guys. This is a cool ass animation. And a non-ancient monk influenced Ina. Inspired by the reach route. Impressive, by the way. I always have to comment on it. Like, it's so fucking cool. Like, so impressive. Like, oh shit, it's not a static image. It's a fucking 3D render. Alongside being able to hop through time, she's able to hop through timelines and realities with her time traveling abilities. Just cool as fuck, by the way. Promise. Actually, this is council. Promise includes Iris. Iris isn't here. Mume, Rana, Karoni, Bay, and at that point, graduated Sana. Everyone who came after me. If you reach this place, then you must have reached the end too. Do not try to rewind that thing. You will only create another timeline different from ours. Another Kiara, another Kali, another Gura, another Ina. You can't save your friends anymore. This is the end. Then, what do I do? see. Army after all. Cute orchestral music of Watson's background music. That was Iris. That's Iris right there. That's the Nephilim if I've ever seen one. Never noticed that until now. Hello. Hi Iris. Hi Iris. December 13th, 2022. The world was wiped out by a single entity. God, dude, nice auto. It's so fucking cool. So much cool shit. And if I remember correctly, yeah, not only did he, sorry, that picture of Ava is cute. Not only did she animate that, or I don't know, he or she, I don't know, I shouldn't really be speaking those words. Working on Bad End 2, April 22nd, 2025. Working on Bad End 2. Wait, Wunder, hi there, Wunder, hello. There must be a sequel to Bad End, which I cannot wait. Is that Rooney? Yeah, that is Rooney. Hello. That's Phase Connect. That's a Phase Connect streamer, everyone. We made Rooney. Damn, I have really not been looking at their art because they be making some sick ass art. Why is it all promise? That's right. They made, yeah, that's right. They made animations for the Promise concert. Oh, there's Rooney again. Damn, they're also a Phase fan. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know they were a Phase fan. That's Amy Isami. Oh my god, yeah, 3 years. Oh my god, man, this 3 years old. It's just their art. Dude, Majimaro, just you getting some cool as shit. They made the entire MV for Ash again, which is a really cool accomplishment. And I don't know if it's lore, by the way. I should let that be known. I don't know if Ash again is lore. Because I know it's a genuine venting and frustration of Guru's struggles. But I don't know if it's actual lore to be taken into consideration. Man, bro just dropped all of these in the span of a week and said, by the way, Alright, enough browsing someone's Twitter. So, the real meat and bones of the Lord I will encompass is the one I'm the most knowledgeable of. And I didn't pull up the fucking MVs of them because I'm actually fucking dumb. Sorry, not the MVs. I'll put these on, and then we're gonna put it. You know what's really funny? Technically speaking, the April Fool's Rebellion remix actually has lore, and it's right here. Escapees located. 5 escapees have been located. Unseal the dancing curse. Technically, this is lore. That the cell and the gods, because the gods control the cell, can just do this. They can just give the curse. They could just curse people like that, which is so funny because like there's no reason for that to happen at all. Alright. So this is the reveal for... This is the reveal for... Oh, sorry. I didn't realize how tiring talking about lore gets me. God, I'd be talking so much. I'm not used to talking this much. Yeah, this is the reveal for Advent. There's probably other hints. Probably on the Twitter, which I'm not going to scroll through to get. But... With a deep wolf of song, the serene pattern meaning sound, the powerful love turned into a direct-powered and navigator singing that can hear music to driving power mad. The gods, fearful of her beautiful voice, decided to seal her away for eternity, but this does not seal away her desire to sing for others. Oh, well, she will seal away. She came across idol Japanese otaku culture and is currently fascinated by idol songs and penlights. Maybe her life in prison wasn't all that bad. And then there's just a repeat of these. Which, thank goodness. Formed from the crystallization of all forms of human emotion, Koseki Biju is the jewel of emotions. Over years and years, emotions of beauty and filth alike have woven into her under immense pressure, resulting in an unmatched brilliance. Her ancient mystic brilliance caused strife between the masses of the greedy who fought over ownership of her. This led to her being imprisoned in secrecy, far away from the reach of humans. It seems as though when she encounters people, her and particularly their good emotions, her radiance shines brighter. And then it's just a repeat of these two. The mouse is visible, right? Yeah. Fuaba Abyss Guard, the fluffy older twin sister, the demonic guard dogs who were sealed away in the cell for being a pain in the godly behind. Fuaba, the Fuaba Abyss Guard is the fluffy one. Her duty is to calmly look after her younger twin sister Mokoko, and their pet Pero, but that calmness can be short-lived. Ultimately, and this one is cut off. Ultimately, she is bouncy and who loves to chat and play. I can't read this. A bouncy and something girl who loves to chat and play. And I can't read the other passages. I'm sorry. The fuzzy younger sister, the fuzzy younger twin sister of the demonic guard dogs who were sealed away in the cell for being a pain in the godly behind Mokugo, but discarded as the fuzzy one. The rambunctious Mokugo spent all of her time imprisoned watching anime and playing games, often roping her older sister Fuwawa and the pet Pero into in far more chaotic antics. Determined that she took part in the prison break just for the hell of it. Something. Whether you do. And then that's just Pero lore. And then Shiori, driven by a thirst for knowledge, Shiori novella is the archiver. She turns her favorite stories and treasured memories into bookmarks and saves them. By misfortune, she was found to have obtained forbidden knowledge with her within one of her stories and was imprisoned. But to her, the experience itself is just another experience. Is just another story, basically. Also, also just that song composition right here, just this part right here. I don't know, I like it a lot. And then that voice that they got playing during it, it just sounds like radio chatter. It's so fucking cool. And there's the breakout. I love talking about Hololive, guys. I'm so sorry. Strike me with a cool and fascinating story, and I'll be glued. Oh, the Dunkums animation. We'll play this after we get to the Hollow Justice part right here. Onwards and upwards. And then this is the Justice review. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. It is really hard to talk exclusively about Advent lore without talking about Justice. Simply just because Justice is so intertwined. Oh, it's so mingled in with, yeah. Justice is so intertwined, mingled with Advent. I should just finish my sentences sometimes. Let's read that. Report to headquarters immediately. Special mission assigned. Oh, that's not full screen. Mission: undercover investigation. Target: 5 escaped fugitives. Team: Justice. The Scarlet Queen. The Chaser. Fun fact, she fucking hates that name. Gigi hates the name The Chaser. An artist with God eyes. The ancient automaton. Oh shit, I didn't read the subtitles, sorry. That's on me, my bad. 4 wide-eyed agents descend to Earth to restore justice to the world. Are you ready? Hololive English Justice. And a nice little taunt from that one. Okay, So clearly, Advent versus Justice is escaped prisoners, and the guards sent to capture them. So let's watch this before we get into this meat and bones right here. And then we gotta talk about. Oh, I gotta pull up those as well. Fuck! Oh, it's so hard to talk about the because I have to pull up the actual stream clips. Ugh. This person was originally released these in separate parts. It's just a cool fight animation. It actually can, in terms of the powers that the girls have, it is lore accurate. Some of them act a little uncharacteristically, but this Bibu versus Gigi fight right here, this is true to the characters, both on stream and in lore. It's so cool that Nervous is wrapping this a tuning fork. Just really selling that whole I could. Wait, you made this animation? You made the Doom animation? I love this animation. Hold on.
Fireball. Freeze. Doom.
Doom.
Doom? 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 What in the world is Doom? Did she say Doom? Doom? Doom?
I didn't know they made this video. No, no, it has more views than the Advent versus Justice animation. Please don't mean it's gonna halt the animation because they want to chase those views. Please. Oh, fuck out of here, bot. Captive Account created 16 hours ago. Suspicious user. Ban evasion monitoring. Where's the report button? There we go. Sorry, I had to report the bot account. There we go. Okay, I guess I do have to go a little bit into it, shall I? I do have to go a little bit into it. Let's just find a video to put on to give a funny little, just to give a nice visual for us to look at while I explain it. The initialized and constant. Wait, please tell me does this cover the lore? Or is it just the highlights? Like the actual highlights?
Dislikes.
I do enjoy my scissors. Actually, I changed my mind.
Damn it.
Good day, mate. We bring you the watch-along stream for the debut of Hollow English's new unit, Advance!
Hi, Achan. Okay. No, it doesn't have. Okay. I thought it would have it. It doesn't. Can I just get something that gets a nice cute shot? Oh, please tell me the Mikitsune cover just has a shot of all 5 of the girls I could just use. Without getting copyright claimed, I should say. Okay. This is a good visual to use for here. Alright. So. Okay. Nerissa Ravencroft, a demon of sound. Actually a fucking demon. Not just from hell. And not from the underworld. Actually a demon from the real hell. So there's the underworld, there's a hell, and there's a real and there's the real world. That already establishes a few things within the lore that's a little annoying to keep track of. But it's whatever. Demon of sound. What does that mean? She has the ability to use song to become power. I'm putting that in such an easy-ass layman term. However, it is through the influence that she has over the concept of music, she's able, without knowing it, she does know it without actively trying, I should say. She has people lose their minds. Due to this, the gods had broken off her horn, thus limiting her power and her ability to inflict, chaos amongst masses, and sent her to the cell. I believe she had stated that she wasn't even 1,000 years old by the time she entered the cell, and by the time she left the cell, she was over 10,000 years old, if that tells you how long her prison sentence was. She also stated that at the time of her imprisonment, she was shorter than what Biju is. She was shorter than Biju, which is very interesting lore to learn. Goseki Biju, we did cover it already, as it was already explained. She is the crystallization of emotions of the masses. Her radiance causes people to fight over her because they want her. And because of this, the gods had sealed her away with the express purpose of making sure she is away from people to corrupt and influence. And yeah. When she's around people that she enjoys or people that she's making happy, she shines brighter than she usually will. That's also lore. The twins. Okay, so this one's funny because I feel like the lore is directly lying to us. They are twin demon guard dogs, meaning they also come from hell, but they are also to be born from the blessing of the twin moons. Whatever that means. They are twins. Fuwawa is older, Mokuko is younger. They were born on separate days. Fuwawa born on February 1st, Mokuko born on February 2nd. I do not know what the blessing of the moon means. However, the Lord just does say by the blessing of the moon they were born. So you tell me what that means. Being a royal pain in the behind, I don't know if they were bad at their jobs, if they just they played around too much. I don't know what it means, but there is something I want to say though, which is I firmly believe that they are hellhounds. They are direwolves specifically. And what is my proof? Exclusively one visual that we will go into later. Shiori Novella, the archiver, the one who knows all the stories, the one who came across forbidden knowledge from a Necronomicon, Ina, from the gods that dispelled her, counsel, promise. Anyway. See, the setup, I spent the last 2 hours explaining it. I'm bringing it up now. with Shiori novella, it comes with the express purpose of being like, wow, this world is interconnected, and also, God, Shiori is fucking cool. Anyway, so Shiori novella, her coming across forbidden knowledge from the ancient ones and her not losing her mind to it entirely has led to her being slightly corrupted. This means that she has access to some of the abilities that the ancient ones can give. Those I believe are the ability to warp reality and change it around her, which is what her eyes are. It is also stated that she was bestowed the book that gave her knowledge from a dying friend, that in Shiori's own words, she really just wanted to have a hot androgynous elf in her lore video, which is so fucking funny. Actually, real quick, all these Twitter pages. Is your lore recap on here? No, it's not. Damn. But hey, my #1 song from last year's her second video. Hello. I really like Nursery Rain across music. It's really good. Oh no, I just want to see something real quick. I just want to see Bijou dancing.
Good day, Narissa Ravencroft, mother of my child. Happy birthday! Put your hands up,
There we go. So there's Bijou doing the dance. There you go. That's literally all I wanted to see. Mother of my child. That's a joke. That's non-canon. That's a joke from Gigi's 3D debut. Anyway, back to the Mikitsune thing. So, with Shiori being brought upon knowledge that the gods do not like people learning, she was immediately thrown into the south. However, the ancient ones are now a part of her, so yay. She was the one that orchestrated the breakout. Everyone joined along. I have no idea if Shiori has them join along so that way she can use them, or if she actually wanted to help them. I don't know. Because there is something that is heavily implied that a lot of these girls are falsely imprisoned and are victims of cruel cruel punishment by the gods. It is heavily implied that that is the case. However, what we are going to go into in a bit here has me questioning those theories, because my personal belief is I need them to be evil. Oh my god, it would make the lore so much more interesting and cool if by nature all of these girls are evil. The corruption of the ancient ones, which as we've seen with Ina, can lead to someone being completely mad. Okay, the fucking not Shiori, Narissa being a demon, a royal demon, by the way. Her dad is like the ruler of hell. Like, she is technically a princess of hell, which that is another thing. With her being a demon in nature and her powers only exclusively through the influence, only exclusively influencing people to go mad, leaves me to believe that by nature she is supposed to be a corrupting and evil influence. With Bibu, there is some question to be played in, whereas she enjoys the act of corrupting people through her very presence. And with the demon guard dogs, the hellhounds, I firmly believe they're dire wolves, and I firmly believe that Pain in the Hind actually comes from their nature. It's just being naturally destructive dogs from hell. Anyway. So, here's the song that they debuted with. So, I will say, Rebellion is lore important, but it isn't lore heavy. Same thing with Above Below. However, everything afterwards is lore heavy. They set up and explain more things for the lore to have, and it's really fun. This is a 6-song story, which by the way, this story isn't finished. By the way, I have by intention, by the way, entirely by intention, if we go sort by lids, left out the Advent versus Justice motion comic because it's not finished yet. It's not fucking finished yet. And I don't know when it's going to be finished. Same thing, same thing with Genesis. The story of Advent Prologue, it is very clearly described, very clearly, like, this is the story of the girls. This is the story of the girls. And there isn't the last 3 songs, which are the lore, like, our canon, are not out yet. But Genesis and Prisoner are out. And that's what we're going to go into. This is fun. The story of Advent is a series of 5 original songs that illustrate Advent's journey, from wreaking havoc on the world to being locked in a cell, to their great prison break, to wreaking havoc on the world again, and finally living free in their with their adventrix. Alright, notice how it doesn't say that, like, they're good. Wreaking havoc upon the world, which is Genesis, being locked in the cell, which is Prisoner, their prison break, which is going to be Breakout, alright, which, yeah, wreaking havoc on the world again, and not being or living in the world, wreaking havoc again, and then finally living freely with their adventrix. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Hold on, let me read this. I'm going crazy. I'm actually going a little crazy. Let's ADVENT. Let's see. Can I sing this at 1.5 speed? ADVENT, fire, factors, party, fire, like the fire, cyber, super, chasing all the weeds, fire, chasing up like wildfires. Never ever have I ever been the sinner, been the dreamer, factors, chances with my lighter, start the fire, don't break me out. I'm on the sheet that got this overbeen, status stories wearing me down, step out, not the system, figure out, give me everything. This is our time, we're yours to discover. I can do it, I can do it. Hello, brand new world. Let's welcome the light. Fuck. Into dust on the night. Fire, light the fire, brighter, higher to the desire. Thank the beating hearts, dance into the eternal light. Dance into the end of time. Machine can know without the last. Chaos can do rebellion. Okay, so lyrical composition, it is quite literally like the break. Like, these girls are happy to be out of prison. They are happy to finally live their lives outside of prison. They're happy to explore the world that's ahead of them while being happy leaving the world that is behind them. Hello, brand new world. Can you welcome the light? Us. Can you welcome the light? Can you free us from the night, from the dark, from the set, from the prison? Okay. So it does set up the lore. It does set up the lore. It is the breakout. It is the girls being happy. It is the girls being joyful. It is the girls being optimistic of the world, of the lives that they have ahead of them. It doesn't go into lore, though. It just sets up lore, which is cool. It's just cool. Also, what do you mean I don't have this song liked? That's a lie. Ad break starts in 3 seconds.
I know that I can still be the future of this story. I know that I can be free, the one and the only. They tell me that I'm crazy, I'll never let them stop me. With this, I have everything. This party started, never ever have I ever been a sinner, been a dreamer. Fire, like the fire, like the fire, make you see hearts. Jump into the sea.
Oh yeah, and that little segment right here. I know it could still be the future of the story. It's not setting up lore. It is the girl's passion. It's the girl's optimism, saying the cell was never the end for us. The world is ahead of us, and we can choose to embrace it. Oh, it feels so slow. who got the right to the thinking I can use my brownie. That's so good. Hearing Nurse belt. Wait a second. Hello. Okay, no, broken horn, broken horn. I thought it was mess of visual. She had both her horns. That's on me. That's on me. All right, and next song on the playlist, which is Justice coming up, and while this one it's same deal as Rebellion, not lore heavy, but not lore heavy, but it does set up lore. It sets up the ambitions and the goals of Justice. Also, this song is just a fucking banger. Sleep timer? Oh no. Okay. The bottom line, you run it with surprise. You ain't gonna win, but you can try. It's as if you got no luck, but just listen, I know how you screaming, I've already locked you up, boosting to your always play. Yeah, it's like the cockiness of the girls. It's like we're getting this shit done easy as fuck. Like it's fucking clean sweep, easy ass shit. Fucking we're playing Call of Duty on recruit difficulty. Like they're saying shit like that basically. Like, it is them being cocky. It is them overestimating themselves and underestimating Advent. It is them believing too much in themselves. All the pacing of the song is absolutely killed in 2x speed. Sorry, in 1.5. Well, I'm just trying to get through the songs that aren't lore heavy. It is a really good song though. It's such a good song. Oh, yeah, we got to set this up too. Fuck! Okay, hold on. Let's see. Is there a visual I could use in the MV? There should be a visual I could use in the MV. Okay. Okay. So, Lara Panthera, the artist with god eyes. Her eyes are normally yellow, but whenever she is able to use her god eyes, they turn blue. She's able to spot anyone that she's able to spot anyone that she could think of. Using this, she also has claws that she can use to open portals over short distances to instantly teleport people to where they to teleport herself and other people where they want to be if they could jump through the gate that she sets up. God, I cannot fucking speak. Also, she's Italian. Okay, then we got Cecilia Immigrant, Ancient Automaton. Very fun fact about Cece. Fucking cool. Not that much lore to her, however, she is not human. She's an automaton. She's a robot. She's one of the few Hololive girls that exist. I'm tracing around her in my fucking mess. She's one of the few Hololive girls that exist that are not human in nature at all, which is very cool, very interesting. Her powers, doesn't really have any. She's an automaton. She's just fucking strong as shit. She can play music, and she wields a lance. Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame. Now, this is actually cool, because she's actually just a regular-ass human. For some reason, she's got this fire that never snuffs out on her boobs. She has the power of voice mimicry, and this allows her to... I don't know what, but I think she's just fucking cool. I don't entirely know the scope of her power. I know that she is an overwhelmingly physical force, though, especially whenever she is wielding her great sword, which is aptly named Thorn. Ah, very interesting. Jijimurin. She specializes in being fast. Her name is the Chaser, which she fucking hates, by the way. She hates being called the Chaser, but she's that because she has an insane amount of energy and insane amounts of fucking speed. Alongside this, she also is an overwhelming powerhouse of strength as well. Whenever she has her fucking gauntlets on, she is a powerhouse of strength, and it's very interesting. If I can get a shot of this, these are her gauntlets, which are fucking cool, by the way. Like, if there was like official merch of these things to buy, I would probably get them. That and Thorn. Thorn is a really cool fucking great sword. Oh, forgot to mention this. Ame is the leader of Myth because she is the one that founds the investigation to research the mythical beings. Bei is the leader of Council, and Promise because she is the one that can keep all of them in check by her own nature, being one that can influence things that the girls can't think of. Shiori is the leader of Advent because she's the one that orchestrated the breakout and also the smartest of the bunch. And Elizabeth is the leader of Justice because she was assigned that role. She was assigned that role by the gods, by the way. The gods are the ones that gave Justice their mission, by the way. Now, on to an actual, like, lore-heavy one that sets up lore as well as gives us new lore. This song is a direct response to Justice debuting. It's a direct response to Justice, to Justice being on her tail. The song is also just really catchy. Haven't you noticed that the stuff comes back around a little secret? I've been running so long, don't rush it. Chase me until you can't breathe, no when. Living on the edge, it's got ahead of where you drew the line. Don't love it, the sound of ecstasy. I never love the sound. Okay, so a recap of the chorus. Okay. A recap, what is it?
So long, don't rush it. Chase me until you can't breathe, no end.
They're tired of running. They're just gonna fucking like they're tired of running. They're tired of hiding. They don't want to go back to the cell. Like they are ready, and they are confident in their ability to take on Justice, so that way, like they can continue to be free. This song is both a taunt and a declaration of power / war, I guess. That Advent has. It's really cool. Also, key visuals, subway tunnels, subways themselves, libraries, and public roads. the backgrounds here. In arcades. Running, don't need a rewind, don't care what's wrong or what's right. And like this right here's a declaration that the girls think would be easy. Like they like if they want to, if they're gonna have someone on their tail, they want someone that they want someone that, you know, they want a challenge. They don't want a little baby chasing their tail. They want people ready to fight and throw down. A declaration that they are addicted to the chase, addicted to the nature of having people after them. Silence, silence, silence loud. Chase me spinning round and round. Play all night, I love the sound. Let me hear the song runs up and down and underground. Sirens blasting all around. It's so good. It's such a good song. So yeah, like a direct response to Advent, to Advent's mission. Sorry, a direct response to Justice's mission to capture Advent. Like they're just saying, we're not gonna like we can run, but we don't care. We will throw down if we have to. We're strong enough to take you on, and by God, you better be strong enough to take us on. We don't want an easy fight. We want a challenge. And like, bro, just flopping your, just whipping it out and flopping it on the table like that. I fucking, I like Advent. I like Advent's cocky nature. And then this is a year later, where Justice is like, fuck, we weren't ready. We weren't ready. We were cocky. We were overzealous, and now we're fucking mad at them. So let's on the advent of a new Genesis. By the way, next song in the rotation is Genesis by Advent. I'm just saying, I'm mad that I didn't catch that until earlier today whenever I was prepping the stream. Final warning, you know my rage is limitless. See, being sent by the gods, being okay with being villains. I'm gonna go into this later in the MV, but I want you to keep this in your head. They are tired of the chase of Advent. Advent is wearing their patience thin, and they do want to complete their mission. If you are an avid fan of watching all of the girls, you know 1000% for a fact this is actually not a reflection of how the girls act at all, because this is the lore. This is the biggest reason I am obsessed with the lore is because it's its own fucking story told outside of the streams. Very few times are the streams actually going to be canon to the lore, and whenever they are, we get cool shit like the Watcher. That's why I kept it open. That's why I kept it open. Just so I could say that shit. Fucking cool. Omniversal Battle Wiki, the Watcher. The Watcher, also called the Vessel, this mysterious entity that appeared in one of Ina's streams. Not much about but they are known to be an entity beyond the void and also acts as the Watcher of creation, specifically focusing on Ina's life and making sure she's safe. It is implied she is one of the Ancient Ones, given that she is a guardian of Ina, which is also the job of the Ancient Ones, implying some connection between them. Tiering 1A. Fuck. How does the tiering system work again? Tier 10, regular, wait, Tier 1A. Tier 1A, Metaverse level. What the fuck is Metaverse level? And characters who exist far beyond the conception of spatial limitations and exceed the framework in which physical composition is built around. Those who are rated this tier exceed all iterations of space, time, and dimensions. Their nature renders them dimensionless, and ergo the destruction of dimension space is insignificant to them, as no number of dimensions can be applied to them. Yeah, that's accurate to the ancient ones. I'm being for real with you guys. Like I hate the omniversal battlefield or whatever the fuck. I hate the versus wiki so much, but like they do got it true sometimes. They do got it true sometimes. Now why the fuck are you a Fubumio alongside with Subaru? Why are they here? Why are they here? Hold on. Yeah, why are they not even on this fucking thing? Why are they here? Wait, no. Search your Google Lens. The Hollow Mafia. Thumbs. Okay. Okay, so this is one I actually, even though I just explained the streams aren't canon, this is one I like. That the girls that Advent might be playing a facade that they're nice people after breaking out. So I'll seek you out and reveal the truth and lies that you cannot hide. I feel these sick temptations. What do I have to sacrifice? They are in nature guards and police officers, right? Like they have limitations and restrictions on what they are allowed to do, and they have these needs, they have these desires, these wants after so long of chasing them, and the mission being unsuccessful. We're like, maybe we have to break the rules, becoming renegades. Walking on the edge of becoming what I never thought of. I thought I'd be better. I better be this than I got it. This is I'm just fucking saying, and like, we will beat your brakes in, and we will engage in police brutality. We will break the law if it means we get to fucking capture you. So, as Sirens was a taunt to Justice, Sirens is a response to Buffalo being a taunt. These were like, this song is a response to Sirens in a way. It is a response to their cocky nature. They're being like, you guys were fucking cocky and we're angry. It's been long and we need to capture you still. Something else. Have you noticed something I have intentionally not mentioned yet? Have you noticed it? Have you noticed it? Subways, subway tunnels, public access areas. This song is also an investigation of the behavior of Advent in both their fucking in how they taunt them and also in how they operate. Trying to discover where Advent is. It's cool. It's shit you don't fucking notice until you want to read into it, and I'm reading into it. I'm reading into it. Now we're going on to before Advent become prisoners. Before Advent gets captured. And I'm letting you guys know right now. I have a video that's 30 minutes long just going over this song. It is a live review of it. I will be honest, it is a live review the first time I hear it. Well, not the first time I hear it, one of the first times I hear it. Not the first time. It is me waiting for the Prisoner MV to come out and me being a one-shot take where I do not edit or filter myself. 73 views 3 months ago. I will be honest with you. I do like what I say in the video, but I am borderline schizophrenic in the video, and I do not shame anyone who doesn't want to watch it. Because I don't want to watch it. Already 16 seconds in already, and there's so much to fucking unpack. I'm doing the videos. I'm doing the thing for the video again. So what do I mean? So already it's this. The visuals that we're seeing. The girls, with Fuomoko, we see their fucking, we see their collars and we see their claws. Got to break the world and let me in. And open up your eyes. Feel the music start to rise. Gotta break the world and let me in. I know I was meant to be living life so fast and free. Also, that's a Necronomicon she's holding right there. Living life so fast and free. This isn't post. This is before. This isn't post breakout. This is before capture. So this song is the nature of the girls. It is the behavior of the girls. It is how these girls were before they were in prison. So a few key a few key visuals I would like to point out. All right. There's so much to unpack with this MV alone. Nerissa is in a public street. In a public street. Nothing chaotic is happening around her. But also, she has her horn. As I said before, the gods broke her horn and imprisoned her. Shiori is in a library. The only character in the entirety of this MV to actually be inside of a building. And also just a straight up line, I have awakened to wisdom beyond your understanding. I have yet to understand what the fuck the road signs mean. I don't know what the road signs mean. They're in a white fucking area, and there's a lot of them, and I don't know what any of them mean. Her shine directly influences the people around her. Don't blame me if I shine too bright. That being said, the people around her, if they are happy, will make her shine more radiant, more brightly. But that in turn will affect people even harder. Genesis means beginning. Fuomoko saying this is very interesting. I enjoyed this plot twist a lot. Fuomoko being destructive in nature. It's something I mentioned earlier. Whispers banging on your window. Rumors reaching a crescendo. My crumble begin things are destined for great things. Whoa, midnight, take me to the outside. Take me on a joyride. My girl's in my action, I make him in action. So let's review those lyrics, huh? No humble beginnings. Nothing to set them up. They are like this. Great, destined for great things. They believe that they are allowed, that they can get away, they can be like this, that they can get away with this nature. I'm sure you've heard of me by now. Their cockiness, they're overzealous. They firmly believe that they are in a position above regular people. Midnight drama to dark. That one's obvious. Like, they enjoy they enjoy their life. They enjoy their life. They enjoy their chaotic nature. Draw me to the dark side. They enjoy being evil. Daylight, take me on a joyride. I don't know where I'm gonna get with this, but let me kind of spitball here. Daylight, take me on a joyride. So midnight, draw me to the dark side. They are happy to engage in their nefarious nature. In the daytime, though, they are like, they try to suppress it. They hide it. They're trying to blend in. This is what I'm assuming that they're doing. They're just mindlessly idling, living their life, but they actually experience the concept of what excitement is during their nightlife when they're actually nefarious. That's what I believe it's getting to. My crime is my passion. The things that they are passionate about are the things that land them in trouble. I mayhem in action. That one's just self-explanatory. That's self-explanatory right there. This is our Genesis. This is us anew. That's just an instruction. Alright? We're gonna be in a group, and when I start doing shit bad, when I start doing bad shit, we're gonna be right there in the center. I want you in the center so that way we can do some crazy shit. Like, she is saying that. When that they can't control, like, they can't control themselves. They are going to be. They're gonna wreak havoc. Loopholes unspoken. The rules can all be broken. This is Shiori just flat out saying, right, that like, you can find an excuse for anything. There is no reason to engage in rules because the rules by their nature are wrong. And let's take a look for a second. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Her eyes are fucking glowing. She's already corrupted by the Necronomicon and the ancient ones at this point. And this right here, this is something I said in the video, and I'm going to say it here. These girls have grandiose delusions. They believe themselves higher above people, so they believe they should act on this belief of themselves because they want people to know them. I'm running on a rampage, the world is a blank page. I'm writing my story in flames and in glory. They're going to know me by name. Like, I'm right. Is the nature of what they are what they are destined to do. Their actions are their future. Nobody understands the art. Like, no one can understand our nature. Their display, their actions, their display of power, like, they firmly believe that people should bear witness to them.
Tell me how you like me now.
And let's take a look at the visuals, shall we?
How you like me now.
The road in the stage that Shiori, that Narissa was playing on, was singing on, catches fire, and there's chaos all around her. The streets that Biba was playing in, also on fire and just destroyed. The alleyway that Fuomoko was hanging out in, fucking destroyed. Just destroyed. Nothing caught on fire. It's just fucking broken. In Shiori, the library that she was inside of is now completely frozen over and now is a tundra. Let's review the lyrics. Don't worry what others think. Let loose your own limitations. The exact same sentence, just said in a different way, and I like it. Go crazy. You will learn to have fun with it. So, at first light, time to open up your eyes. Feel the music start to rise. This is them explaining that their nature is something they want other people to experience, while also giving them a stage to tell this to people. I love Narissa holding notes, man. I still love the thumbnail I made. The thumbnail I made for my review this video. I love it so much. I actually think it's a really good fucking thumbnail. Let's see. Do I have the file on my computer somewhere? If I do, I sorry. I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm having fun. I love this fucking... Why is it frozen? Both horns? Lord Nerd tries to dissect this. This fucking image of Neko arc, by the way, that I made, I actually love so much that I had to save it as a separate PNG file for me to have access with later, because I really love like the fucking effect I have going around on it, because I don't remember how I did it. I really like the thumbnail I made for this stuff. I really wish I could have done something different with the fucking arrows, though. The arrows do not look good. Also, one more thing. During the segment where everything is becoming chaotic, listen, the girls are having fun. They're reveling in how fun it is. Listen. They are having fun in the chaos that's around them. Okay, and on to the final MV. Probably have to stream, by the way, because I might have to start babysitting I might have to start babysitting soon. But hey, if we have a stream talking about nothing but lore, I'm perfectly fine doing that shit. Dude, I didn't even engage in using the fucking notepad at all. Look, I didn't even write a thing in the notepad. Literally not a fucking thing discussed in the notepad at all. Let me turn this off. Not a thing opened up in the notepad. I was just like, I don't fucking... I just didn't want to use the notepad. It would have been really good to take notes, though. Oh, it would have been really good to take the notes. Ah! And there's something I really love with this. Did you like this more possessive side of Advent? Remember, this is lore. So this right here, do you like this more possessive side of Advent? So let's just like that first line again. These girls are crazy. I love it. There's a very... I cannot understand or decipher it, but the usage of candles in this MV is very obvious and very subtle, and I do not know what it means. I don't know if it means they're praying to something, or if it's just like a misnomer, a red herring. So I mean, with the usage of candles in the MV,
Close your eyes, go deeper in the emptiness that plagues your mind. Let my dark envelop your life. I will keep you safe and sound. Hear the blissful silence.
in this I have no idea what it like. There's like this like visor, like anomaly detection meter. Like I don't know what it's about. Is like, is this an investigation of the cell, like while the girls are in prison or after they are in prison? I don't know, because this takes place while they are in prison, but I don't know what this is because there's the frequent visual of shackles broken and like no convicts seen.
I'll drag you down below, never let you go. Everything you've been, the transgressions of your past, throw them all away.
And this right here is the full reason I just believe that the dogs, the demon guard dogs, the demon guard dog twin sisters are dire wolves. This right here, because they are hellhounds. They're gonna say demon guard dogs though, because I feel like they just don't like saying the words hellhounds. But they are dire wolves. I firmly believe that they are dire wolves.
Let me hold you at last, my lovely prisoner. What's the matter? You're never leaving, you are mine forever. Got to keep you right here. My helpless prisoner, ages shattered. Why are you grieving your ambitions? Let them disappear.
And I know I'm not dissecting the lyrics like I was doing with Genesis, but I wanted to dissect this next part, but up until now, all the lyrics are explicitly just stating that like there is something in prison that they had keeping them company, that they were able to use to alleviate their worries, to make them happy, and I believe it is that led to them finally gaining the confidence to plan the breakout. And I'm And I want to know. And also, once again, the usage of the candles again. I don't know what the candles are about. Because earlier today I was thinking, could it be the gods? But no, there's only 4 gods, but there's 6 candles. Who could they be praying to? If these were like for the gods. And I don't know if it's for the ancient ones, because I don't know how many ancient ones there are. I don't know. I don't know. So I was thinking, could it be council or promise? No, because council is 5 and promise while 6. What does Iris have to do with like the actions of the gods? Or am I completely blanking on something whenever it comes to Iris? If I am, I'm very sorry.
I can hear your plea, reaching desperately.
Hit that shit, Narissa.
My lovely prisoner, are you shaking? My eyes will find you, let me clutch you tightly. You can only be mine. My little prisoner, are you breaking? My chains will bind you here forever. Stay here for all time.
Notice a distinct visual. They don't have chains around them. Sure, they have the limiters from their suits, from their their prison garbs on them, but they don't have the actual chains that have been attached to their feet that was seen in previous visuals. Also, Internepris and Fragore and Carcere. I actually did whenever it came out, I did translate those. Internepris in the dark, in Fragore in the cold, in Carcere incarceration. And then the candle gets snuffed out. I don't know what the candle visual is about. If someone can please explain this to me. Someone might put this in. With Advent being the villain, Hollywood have to do more songs like this one, a little bit dark and menacing. Next song is about to break out, and the song after that is them being chaotic in nature in public again after the breakup. It's only the 5th song that's gonna be, like, I think, good. People are only like deciphering like the the non-English parts, but like, I there's nothing. No one's talking about lore. Focus on obsessive yandere vibes. I think the true intent of the song is perfectly masked. Oh wait, hold on. This isn't Advent. This is the prison they were being held in. Seemingly a sentient entity of some sort speaks to the girls in their own voices in an attempt to crush their spirit. This is an interesting take here. Hello. Listen to the words again. Imagine from the perspective of Advent rather than from Advent. Hearing their own voices and the voices of people around them, an insistent day in and day out reminder that they'll never know the freedom again and should just give up any shred of what they're holding onto. The lyrics quickly become far more sinister and dark when you realize that some passages are even specifically aimed at certain people. Specifically, did you shatter a reference to Bijou's precious? Are you breaking reference to I can fix your means? Are you shaking in reference to Local cowering like helpless ant? Wait, fuck! Wait, hold on! This one's cool! The most haunting and heart-wrenching part is Narissa's vocal solo near the end, as she walks weakly down the hall and looks up in the mirror almost apprehensively into the mirror, and the mirror it breaks as if reflecting her broken spirit, because this is very likely showing the moments of her horn has just been broken to suppress her power, and she's made to look in the mirror and see it for herself, to face the truth that she has been permanently damaged, and to submit her to eternal imprisonment. Reminding of such in her own formerly oh so powerful voice, no less. No wonder she already would have heard her sobbing at that point. This is an interesting fucking take. Fuck, bro. hold on. Because I actually have thought of, like, what if the cell itself is alive and a form of one of the gods? I've thought about that before, but, like, I never had any solid ground. But that line, especially, are you shaking in reference to Fool and Milko cowering like helpless animals? That right there. That. Dude, this guy's cooking. They love me, just in having conversations and a meaning. Maybe I'm not to say I don't appreciate it, but I realize that this is much deeper. There is one thing though, the concept of this actually being another song that explores the nature of these girls being possessive and all of this, but this right here is such an interesting take, dude. Oh fuck, I love it a lot. Seems like you see them pointing and laughing. Also, from Advent's perspective, in the prison is creating illusions of themselves. Same with when you see the broken universes one. You see her, but with a smile. I bet it's also the illusion. Look at the satisfactory answer on this. Why 6 candles and there are only 5 members of Advent? Everything in this video can possibly be taken to so assets. Represent the one who was holding them up in the prison in the first place, probably entirely justice or some sort of boss warden. I'd say the 6 candle represents Advent as a unit team and the idea of freedom. Advent has the big fire thing going on with the rebellion, try to fire like the fire thing. Lighting the fire is rebelling, is believing they could be free. At the end of the video, 5 candles are out, each representing an Advent member. I'd say the 5 candles being out represents losing the will to fight their freedom. They've been broken essentially, and with all 5 feeling hopeless, the 6 candle representing them as a group goes, fuck! Bro! Fuck! I'm so happy there are people that are more media literate than me, because I get to read shit like this, and I get to I get to do something that's fun. I get to redo all of this in private with this perception, and I get to make my own conclusions. I get to think and theorize, dude. I'm a Gravity Falls fan. This shit's awesome. Getting the prison into a sentient prison is crazy. Dark, read Ultra Kill Luck. Read the whole plot of the book Incarceron. Great book. Bro was like, hey, I got a recommendation for you then. I also said that I also gave a recommendation, but his is probably better. Because I've never heard of Incarceron, and that probably means that a lot of chronically online 12-year-olds aren't into it as well. Sorry, I love Ultra Kill, but I hate the Ultra Kill fandom, dude. These things to themselves or thinking about them in prison. They're dealing with the power of losing it. Your interpretation makes a lot of sense too. Are you a professional writer? I got that question too here. Think towards Advent and not from there. Those new outfits look like prison uniforms as well. Yeah, they are. Or is this aimed 3 months ago? No. Could this be aimed at the Hot Limit designs? I remember you mentioning the grieving your ambitions being a stab at Full Moto. Let's read that again. What's the matter? In reference to this movie being heard crying in her cell by Shiori within the lore, and Nurse Warden is peppered throughout. Too frail to begin again for Biju. Why are you grieving your ambitions for Fumoko, etc.? Those are the easy ones. Fuck, dude! You. Oh, fuck! 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 I would report for being an awesome fucking comment, please. We're so well fed this summer, yeah, we are. Oh. Alright. So anyway, I believe this is gonna be the end of the stream because I don't have much else to touch base with. Because once again, I've only covered what they have with the story of Advent so far, with only these two MVs. But I'm deliberately not going into what they have with Advent versus Justice because the story, the Oliventus, isn't fully explained yet, nor is the intention, which they just revealed 2 weeks ago, the intention of justice within this, especially Liz, barely gets touched on, and I feel like it would be rude to just tell you cliffhanger, you know? Like, so like, part two whenever this gets finished, I guess. Because JP lore is kind of a joke. It is interesting in some perspectives, but they're all really individualized character lore instead of like world building lore. So yeah, that's it. That's gonna be the end of the stream though. I hope you guys had fun over the last 3 hours because I know I did. I love talking about Hololive and having an excuse to just talk about the lore. Really fucking cool. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys had some fun. Do I have any friends that are live right now? Let's see. Let's see. Do I have any friends that are alive right now? No friends alive right now. Gavin Tino's playing Minecraft. Let's see. My best friend's still alive? They are. 3 people watching though. I don't think I have anyone watching on YouTube right now. I'm waiting with 0 viewers. It kind of seems mean. I apologize. That's gonna be a stream though. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. My throat's fucking dry, dude. Oh. Fuck, my throat's dry. I hope you guys have a good night. I know I had a good afternoon. Yeah, bye.